ladies and gentlemen, and once again, welcome to the Red Zone. Tonight, the Lady Aces Varsity is entertaining the Bryan Golden Bears in what could be a significantly exciting ball game, especially for
Yes, indeed.
Bergman.
Yes, indeed. Well, first off, this is always a good game as Bryan is right next door. And again, a little bigger school, higher division, a good test for the Lady Aces, and always a part of the early part of the season in the non-conference thing. But as you alluded to, Jim, the really special thing here tonight is that there's a young lady that's going to be on the floor tonight who's going to start the game with 991 career points scored. And that young lady also averages significantly more than 9 points a game, so odds are pretty good. We're going to see someone get to that 1,000-point plateau tonight.
You're right.
And, of course, we're talking about Addison Bergman. I don't think there's any real doubt. Addie has had just a remarkable basketball career because I don't know if you've ever done the math, Jim, but if you stop and look at the number of games you play every season, you pretty much almost have to average like almost 12 points or something like that a game, every game for 4 solid years to be able to get that 1,000 points. And only 3 other girls at Hicksville have done it before Addison.
Right, it's true. It's a tremendous accomplishment, and it's a high point, an exclamation mark on your career, and those sort of things. It's a notoriety point. So she will probably play her regular game, and if she's open, she'll get the shots, and if she's not, she'll give them up.
But we'll see what happens, and of course, I guess a heads up. If she reaches 1,000 during the course of the game, they'll stop play and do a brief recognition, and then there will be a ceremony that'll take place after the game wraps up, where she'll be recognized, and some special stuff slated to handle there. And the other thing that we're going to keep an eye on, Jim, in the varsity contest is injuries, because as you mentioned to me before we started the broadcast, Ms. Schumann is not dressed tonight. She's sitting on the bench. She went down hard earlier in the week.
Right. She went down, and it could be any kind of a injury, but it's enough that it was a knee, I'm sure, and that was going to be devastating.
And Mobley also not dressed tonight, so down 2. And with that, we're going to get ready for the national anthem, and Jim and I will take a quick break. We'll be back, though, and we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups, and we'll get our coverage underway here on HIX-TV in just a bit. And, Jim, we've got kind of a really festive atmosphere tonight. It's one of the house point nights for the student body, so pretty good crowd in the student section. And you can tell, too, that if you look around, there are some basketball players here from Fairview and some other people that are here tonight, too, to wish Addison the best should she reach that milestone here tonight. So it's really kind of neat to see, because these girls, they play on different teams, but aside from that, in the off season, over the summertime and all these other leagues, they play against each other. They play on the same teams with each other. They're in all-star tournaments. So, there's a lot of bonds that are formed that go across the school district lines.
So we'll get you the starting lineups for Bryan. Number 14, Kayla Arnold, 5'3" junior. Number 21, Lexi Deach, 5'9" junior. Number 22, Allie Miner, 5'6" senior. Number 24, Bailey Krupp, 5'7" junior. And number 42, McKenna Grube for the Golden Bears. They're coached by Todd Grosjean. For the Aces, coached by Josh Fries. It's the usual lineup, except for the fact that Emily Sanders is into the game to start for Harley Schumann, who was injured last week. Caitlin Bergman, number 2. Sanders is number 1. She is a junior. Caitlin Bergman is a junior, and she is number 2. Number 13 is Micah Schrader, a junior.
And for the 5'11" junior,
Number
2, Katie
21, Alexis Kearns, 5'8" senior. Number 22, Addison Bergman, a 6'1" senior.
Just introduced Micah Schrader, and if you saw the Hicksville Tribune
Yes.
on Wednesday, you saw how impressive a student she is, aside from being a tremendous athlete.
No kidding, she's a tremendous athlete. She's going to be, she could possibly be a scholarship golfer because she was the golfer of the year in Northwest Ohio. Tremendous, a 4.0 student. Could probably be the valedictorian of her class in another year. She's only a junior. She is into science and math.
Yes, indeed. She had went to an Olympiad type of event with that, and
Right.
like just really, really impressive. Again, if anybody's watching and they get a chance, encourage them to pick up the Tribune from this week, and you'll be able to. Her picture's right there on the front page, along with Mrs. Laney, the science teacher here.
Right.
So.
She is an awesome student. So we go with Addie Bergman's going to be going up center with number 42, McKenna Groove.
Yeah. And Addie, another potential valedictorian, since we're talking about that.
Yeah. Addie tips back to Sanders, and we are on the way. Ball knocked away. And we're going to have a foul on 14 for the Golden Bears. Arnold. Sanders inbound it. In the corner it goes to Micah Schrader. Up on top, getting banged around. Not going to be able to hold the ball very long tonight. Sanders is it inside Alexis Kern, and she stepped on the end line.
And Coach Freese telling the girls as they head back on defense, calm down.
Yes. That was exactly what I was thinking.
Yep.
There's a little bit of pressure out front, and they lose their cool a little bit. So number 32 is Lamberson. Groove down at 42. Lamberson's shot from outside is no good. Addie Bergman with the board.
Here we go, White.
Up the floor. Schrader. Over to Kate Bergman. Inside to Addie. Missed the shot. Gets her own rebound and scores.
That's 993, Jim.
Big countdown. I'm surprised they don't have big numbers over there on the cheering side.
That's true.
Pass inside, number 24 rolls it up and good is Krupp, Bailey Krupp for the Bears. Inside to Bergman, back to Schrader. Schrader coming up slowly, gets across the 10-second line. Katie Bergman turns, goes baseline, gives it over to Addie, back out. Schrader is short and goes to Bryan. Arnold with the ball. Arnold with the ball. Lamberson travels.
Sanders will handle the inbounds.
Bergman. Or to Schrader, I'm sorry. Alexis Kern going to the hoop, loses control of the ball, was looking for Kate Bergman, I'm sure. She was standing alone under the basket.
So, trading turnovers back to the Bryan Golden Bears. Tied at 2 here early in the first quarter.
Lamberson to Minor. Over to Krupp. Ball to Krupp. Krupp drives down. Bergman with another rebound. Schrader across the line. Getting worked over pretty hard there by 14, and she kind of pushed her off there. Knocked out of bounds by number 24, Krupp. And it'll be Hicksville ball on the side. Schrader inbounds to Bergman. Back to Schrader. Caitlin with the shot from outside. It's long and off the rim. Down the floor is Allie Miner. Down low, 224. Soft to glass. Krupp. And Bergman again with a board. Sanders. Kearns tried to pass through their hands. It don't work. Lamberson linked to the floor, and she's going to be fouled.
She'll go to the line to shoot 2. And that'll be Micah Schrader picking up her first personal foul. In and out, no good.
Number 3 into the game, Kelly Miller for Bryan. He replaces Arnold. And the second is good. Kate Bergman across the line. Gives it out to Schrader. Cross court, Sanders. Schrader, 2 points, good.
Makes it 4-3, Aces.
Schrader's mother got here just in time to see that.
Yeah.
Miller, Lamberson, and Miller. Lamberson in the lane, puts up a runner. It's good. 3 points for Lamberson. Alexis Kern holding the ball. Ball taken away from her. Lamberson, and she carried the ball.
Lexi Kern's having kind of a rough start to her night.
Yes.
Having a hard time hanging on to the ground ball there.
A little bit of pressure on her, and she'll settle in.
Yeah.
Got a timeout called by Hicksville coach
Freese.
Josh Freese.
Well, Jim, I guess another positive for this is that this is going to give the girls a really good dose of what it's like to play in a game that's got a lot of distractions attached to it. The sort of thing that, we see teams all the time over the years that get kind of a bugaboo when they go to that first sectional tournament game, or if they're playing in the championship of the Route 49 game, or, something along those lines where there's a lot of attention to what's, things outside of the actual game itself being. So I guess maybe a good kind of a rehearsal for that sort of things coming up later in the season.
Yeah, it's anytime you can put a little bit of extra pressure on, it's going to be a good thing, a teaching thing.
Yep. And you can tell, Josh Freese really has not changed his overall game plan. They're not trying to get the ball to Addison Bergman to get, she's a great player. Great players get their points, as we've said many times. So the key here is to just stick with the game plan.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if you asked Addison Bergman, which would you rather, win the game against Bryan or score 1,000 points, we both know what her answer would be.
Yes, that is a fact. She is very unselfish.
Yep.
She'll give up a shot. Yeah. So into the game we have Taylor Gipple for Hicksville. Micah Schrader to Sanders. We have a travel.
Took the little hop there.
Yep, on the end. Minor to Lamberson. Goes down to Grube. Goes across to Miller. Minor. Miller. Shot from outside. Rebound. Gipple. Across to Sanders. Inside to Addie Bergman. Trying to go to the hoop. She does. Misses a shot. She's a little bit tight, I'm sure. Off the glass.
Off balance,
22,
falling
Minor.
backwards and through the hoop.
First two for Minor. Schrader has it knocked away, gets it back to Bergman. Sanders. Lamberson picks up the loose ball, goes the length of the floor, lays it up, and good.
And all of a sudden, the Lady Aces find themselves now down by 5. With 90 seconds left in this opening quarter. They'll stay with Hicksville. Number 5 checking in for the Golden
It's
Bears.
Seamer. Number 21 is Deach, Lexi Deach. Lexi Kearns back up on the floor for Hicksville. That's to Kate.
Move it around the perimeter.
There
Down
you go.
low. 995.
Addie Bergman got the lob pass.
Cuts the lead to 3, 9-6.
50 seconds. Deach in the corner. Miller out on top. Inside it goes, and she walked.
Yep. Back to the Lady Aces. A chance to cut back into the lead. Down by 3 right now. And the substitution for the Golden Bears is number 24 steps out.
Sydney
And
Lamberson.
number 2 in for her.
So we have Sydney Lamberson and Kennedy Lamberson. Kennedy is off the floor right now.
Ball slapped out of bounds by Bryan. It'll stay with the Aces on the far side.
Gipple off the floor. Sanders back. Oh,
Yep.
pick it off.
And that was a lucky recovery.
Yes, Micah Schrader grabbed the loose ball.
Bergman off her hand.
Minor into the lane. Jumper good. 4 points for Minor. 6 seconds. Get a jumper from Kearns. It's no good, and that's the end of the first quarter of play with the Bryan Golden Bears on top of the Aces, 11-6.
And as we get ready for our second quarter of action, we'll take some time to say a big thank you to our Lady Aces basketball broadcast underwriter, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford. Once again, lending us their underwriting support, making it possible for us to bring you Lady Aces basketball coverage for the 2017-18 season here on Hicksville Community Television. all the way down to the 7th and 8th grade in the junior high, and of course the junior varsity and the varsity contest as we are featuring for you right now. We want to thank you, Jim, so much, and we hope that you will do the same too. Next time you stop by the dealership for whatever reason, or if you run into Jim or his lovely wife or any of his employees, make sure you let them know how much you appreciate being able to watch Aces sports action here on Hicksville Community Television, because they're the ones that make it possible. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. Possession arrow will give the ball to Bryan to start this second quarter. Not a lot of fouls in that first quarter. Each team with only one.
Miller brings it around. Miner with the ball. Outside Miller, it's no good. Rebound Bergman. She's got 5 already. Pass inside, Kate Bergman. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound to Sydney Lamberson. To Miller. Cross to Miner. Comes back to Lamberson. Miner drives baseline. Tipped away by Kate Bergman.
Sanders runs into Kearns and loses the ball.
Yep.
But fortunately, last touched by Bryan. So the Lady Aces hang on to the ball.
Miner makes a steal on the inbounds. Addie Bergman takes the ball away from Lamberson. Inside to Bergman. Shot, and she got a foul. Yes, she did.
Will be her first personal. Team foul number 2. Going over the back a little bit. She's not happy.
Freeze pleading with the officials, and they know him, and he knows them all, and he kind of chuckles when he gives them a little bit of rash. So Miner with the ball to Miller. Inside to Lamberson. Baseline, it goes to Grube.
A nice pass. Got the job done.
That's 13-6. Sanders to Bergman. Inside to Kate, and she's going to be fouled.
Lexi Kearns heading to the line.
23 Lamberson, or 32 Lamberson gets the personal.
That's her first, and team foul number 2 now for Bryan.
Got it.
Got it. Kearns been doing pretty well from the free throw line so far this season.
And to the lineup for Bryan comes Krupp, one of the starters. Turns free throw. Good.
Got it. Makes it a 5-point game.
Sydney Lamberson with the ball to her sister. Back to Lamberson. Its jumper is good. 7 points for Kennedy Lamberson. Steal by Miller. Sydney Lamberson with the ball.
It's going to count. And she's going to go to the line. I thought they might have blown her for the travel. But
I thought he had blown it out earlier.
Yep. So.
Oh, well.
So that'll be first one on Sanders. First personal. And team foul number 3 for the Aces.
And the free throw
gets
is
it.
good.
That'll make it a 9-point lead, 17-8. And Bergman throws it away.
Nope. Arnold out on the floor. The Lamberson, the Grube in the middle, the Krupp, and it's blocked. Kate Bergman way out on the wing. That's to Addie.
Schrader, bingo.
Three.
The Aces needed that.
Yes, they did. Stopped the big run from Bryan. 18-11.
5 minutes to go in the half.
Lamberson again for three.
And just like that, it's back to a 10-point lead, 21-11.
It's 10 points for Lamberson.
And they'll go the over and back call. They'll give it back to the Bryan Golden Bears.
Dribbled it off her knee. Minor back on the floor. Arnold with the ball. Minor from outside, missed everything. The rebound comes out. Arnold travels with it.
Aces defense comes through.
Sanders, Schrader, bringing the ball up. Nice pass.
Bergman, she's fouled. And she'll go to the line to shoot two.
24, Krupp gets the foul.
First one, team foul number 3. Good.
Miller into the game. Krupp comes out. In and out. Gipple to rebound, no good.
So that gives Miss Bergman 996 on her career.
13 with the foul. It's Schrader. Gets her
Hers,
two.
yeah, her second personal. Team foul number 4.
Minor's free throw is no good.
Katie Bergman getting ready to check back in. It'll be Gipple coming out.
Second free throw is good. She's got 5.
It's back to a 12-point differential, 22-12. Schrader.
Minor shot is blocked. Minor out front. Arnold with the ball. Arnold into the lane, brings it back out. Miller out to Minor into the lane, jumper, no good. Bergman with the rebound. Turns, and she is fouled. Arnold.
So Lexi Kearns, second time tonight at the free throw line. So far, the Aces have been doing better going in hard and drawing the foul to get some shots on goal. Nothing but net. So Josh Freese.
30-second timeout.
3:16 left to go here in the second quarter. And Coach Freese wants to talk things over. He's, I don't know, Jim, a little concerned with how they've been handling the ball, the number of turnovers and the passes that have been stolen or intercepted, not errantly. And
unforced errors.
Yeah.
There've been a lot of forced errors, but there's, unforced errors are hurting.
So we get the girls calmed down here a little bit. Right now, Bears leading 22-13. This is the second timeout that the Aces have taken in the game. They have 3 remaining. Bryan has yet to take a timeout. They have their full complement of 5, and both teams having committed 4 team fouls at this point. Again, 3:16 to go in this first half.
Kearns at the line for the second. Off the rim, no good. Boy, Addie could have got another personal right there quick.
She was lucky. She held back and
backed off of it. Grube to Lamberson, and we have a Kate Bergman foul.
That'll be team foul number 5, Katie's first.
Sydney Lamberson to inbound the ball. Allie Minor with the ball. To Miller. Over to Lamberson, to Sydney Lamberson. It's no good. Chased down by Sydney. Passed back in, and I think Kern gonna get one. 21 Kearns got it.
Yep. That'll be her first and team foul number 6. So after this, Bryan will be shooting free throws.
Ball comes out on top. Minor with it. Sydney Lamberson now. Back to Minor. Minor inside to other Lamberson. Knocked away from her, and Hicksville has it. Micah Schrader up the floor. Down to Addie. Into free throw lane. Katie. They're double teaming Addie now. She's not getting anything, and she's kind of getting frustrated. So she needs to settle down. Two minutes to go before the half. Minor to Miller. Inside Lamberson. Addie with the rebound. Caitlin Bergman. Turns with it. Gives it.
Tried to get it to Addie.
Yep, and threw it right to the other girl. There's one off in Lamberson's hand out of bounds, so they trade it back.
Well, one thing I have noticed, Jim, we have to give credit to Addison Bergman for is because of her presence, there's not many times that Bryan is getting a second shot when they go down on offense.
You're right.
She's been limiting them to just one try for the most part.
Yep.
Sanders into a double team. It gets out.
Ooh. Nice try by Kearns. Didn't fall. Minor with the ball. Out to Sydney Lamberson. Miller inside to Kennedy Lamberson. Miller.
Oh. 3. That kind of stings.
Got to get somebody open. Addie off her hand. Just a little bit long.
Under a minute to go here. And it looks like the Aces might be going into the locker room down by a dozen or more.
Sydney Lamberson to Miller. Inside to Minor. And Kearns is going to pick up the foul.
And that'll be 1 and 1.
Two
Well,
on
it's going to be a
Kearns.
2-shot foul anyway, but Alexis picks up her second personal. Puts them into the bonus. Golden Bears in and out. She'll get a second one.
Gipple back in the game for Kearns.
We won't see Alexis until the second half.
Free throw, no good. Kate Bergman with the board. Cross court.
Again, just off the hands of Addie Bergman, not able to get the follow-up.
Yep. Miller into the game for Krupp.
Won't be surprised if we see the Golden Bears
This will be a
hold for the
one
last
shot.
shot.
Yep, one shot. Miller from outside, it's no good. Rebound, Sydney Lambert. Rebound, and it goes out of bounds, and it is 25-13. Bryan with the lead over to Hicksville Varsity Lady Aces here at halftime.
And Addison Bergman in that first half held to 5 points. So she's at 996 as we'll get ready for the second half. And Jim and I will be back, and we'll have all the exciting second half play-by-play coming your way right here on HIX-TV.
Well, we're back at you here at Hicksville. It's the halftime scoring for Bryan. Lamberson has 3 points. Kelly Miller has 3 points. Allie Minor has 5. 2 for Bailey Crump. 10 for Kennedy Lamberson. 2 for McKenna Grube. For Hicksville, that is not much scoring up there. We got 5 points for Micah Schrader and 3 points on free throws by Alexis Kearns and 5 points for Addie Bergman. Now, Addie, the team, I think the team is stressing too much and they're trying to get her the ball all tight, and it's just not happening the way they'd like to have it.
No, but you can tell that Coach Josh Freese was not going to focus on Addison Bergman in the game plan here tonight. They were going to play their regular game because they kind of figured that one of the keys to winning this game would be, if everybody knows that you're going to try to get the ball to Addie Bergman, especially early on in the game, then that's what Bryan is going to defend. So sort of take that away from them. But still, you can tell it's on the girls' minds because they're not as sharp as we have seen them in the last couple of games that they have played, and they find themselves down by a dozen. Addison is only 4 points away from 1,000, but let's be honest, Jim, she only got 5 points in the first half.
Might as well be a mile right now.
And she was dealing with some frustration, too. She was
she
having the ball go off her hands and missing a couple of rebounds. And
missed a couple of easy shots.
So this could very easily be like a 25-20 game at this point.
Yeah.
But like I said, the Aces have just been rough around the edges. So hopefully maybe Coach Freese in the locker room has got them calmed down and focused a little bit.
Yeah, they need to get their golly, they got Klima on the floor. Addie's out. Here she comes.
She'll get ready to check in momentarily, but I just hope that she wasn't dealing with some of her emotions.
Sanders with the ball. Looking, gives it to Kern. Kern's into the hoop area. Back out Bergman, back to Schrader, Sanders. And we have a reach. Knocks the ball away. Klima comes out. Addie comes into the game. Long pass underneath. Not into Addie's hands. And Allie Cheatman.
Bergman grabs the board. And
travel.
Gets the ball trapped on her own hip and the dribble and turns it over.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering if part of what the conversation might have been, Jim, is let's just get the ball to Addie and let her get her 4 points and get that out of the way. I'm not sure.
Okay. Down low, we got Groove with the ball. It's off of her and it's out of bounds. Goes to Hicksville.
Bryan showing some full court pressure.
It Kearns. Schrader to Sanders. Brings it out. She needs to make that shot. Sanders back into Addie. Lamberson with the loose ball. Shot put up by Krupp. It's no good. It's off. Schrader dribbled it off her foot.
Bryan will get the ball back. 90 seconds into the third quarter here. Still 25-13.
Allie Miner from outside. Shot is no good. Rebound inside, blocked. And Grube was the shooter. Allie Bergman blocked the shot, or Addie Bergman blocked the shot. And it's going to be Arnold to inbound it. Comes out to Miner. Lamberson to Miner. Over to Lamberson from three. Bingo.
Wow. That puts the Aces down by 15.
Kate Bergman with the ball, and she's going to get hacked.
Maybe on 24.
It's Krupp. Picks up number one.
Team foul number one.
Holy cow.
Yeah, just a total breakdown on the offense there, Jim.
Yes, no joke. There was nobody at the other end of that pass. Miner shot. Bergman rebound. Cross to Kearns. See, she's got three people on her. They just triple teamed her right there. Arnold over to Miner. Back out to Arnold. Baseline. Miner's layup is missed. And we have
Foul underneath the hoop.
Sanders.
They'll be on the floor. Emily picks up personal foul number 2.
Miller into the game. Miller from three. Nope. Out of bounds.
Aces will get the ball. And again, they're going to be harried by Bryan. That'll be on Emily.
Sanders picks up number 3. I can't imagine what Coach Freeze is thinking right now.
He's stone-faced on the sideline.
Yes. Inside, Sanders, Minor, Miller. Arnold with the ball, cross to Minor. Down low it goes. Here comes Lamberson, puts up a shot, and it's not close. Oh, that was a double dribble. I'm sorry, but that was.
The Aces get away with one.
Turns. Addie with the
Jump ball.
jump ball. She had the rebound, but lost control of her body, and the other person grabbed a hold of the ball.
Possession arrow favors Bryan.
Sydney Lamberson into the game for Arnold.
She'll handle the inbounds.
Jump ball.
Jump ball. Good job, Addie, getting both hands on the ball.
Yep. Yeah. Lamberson just turned and handed to her more or less. And number 5, Seamer, is back in the game. Lamberson is tired. And up the floor. Travel.
Credit the Bryan Golden Bears. They're doing what they need to do. They've got the Lady Aces off balance and on the ropes right now.
Yeah, that was just a turn, and I'm standing here, and
Whoops.
she goes, oh, no. Minor with the ball, Miller. Over to Lamberson. Sydney with the ball. Miller back to Sydney. Down low to Grube. Miller from 3. It's no good. Seamer with the ball. Looking low. Out to Minor. Jumper. No good. Kate Bergman the rebound.
Ball loose on the floor.
Miller. Goes down to Minor. Good.
That makes it 30-13. The lead now 17 points.
Gippo turns, get it up on the glass. Turns got her rebound shot blocked.
Down the floor, Lamberson runner no good. Rebound, back out of bounds, it'll be.
That'll stay with Bryan.
Number 21, Deach. Number 23 is Dubois. Allie Dubois.
17-point lead allows you to maybe give you a little extra time on the bench too. On the inbound,
Miller out in front. Dubois with the ball. Back to Miller.
up on the right wing, Lamberson.
Cindy Lamberson.
Back out to Lamberson.
And Miller from 3.
Got it. Makes it a 20-point lead. And Josh Freese has seen enough. Wow, the Aces have come out and have just been absolutely stone cold here in this second half, Jim. And
Yep.
like I said, they're not looking like the team that we've seen the last couple of weeks here.
No, they definitely aren't. They definitely aren't. You know, this is one of those times when this could be coming at the right time. Just before the holiday tournament, and get some people's heads right.
Yep. A big wake-up call.
Yep.
And
Yep.
so
Wake-up calls are what coaches like sometimes.
So, again, Aces down by 20 at this point, 33-13. Not a lot of fouls to worry about. Only 2 team fouls committed so far by the Aces. 1 for the Bryan Lady Golden Bears. This is the 3rd timeout Josh Fries has called, so there are only 2 remaining for the Aces. Bryan still has their full complement of 5. So they'll break huddle. It'll be Bergman, Gipple, Schrader, and Kearns.
And Miller and Seamer and Sydney Lamberson and number 21 Deitch and 23 Dubois for Bryan.
Kearns saves it on the far sideline. Addison Bergman again getting tied up. And a jump ball that'll go to the Golden Bears.
Minor coming back in the game for the Golden Bears. And Sydney Lamberson comes out. Sydney's played really well.
40 and rolling in the third. A 20-point Bryan lead.
Minor to Miller. Back to Minor.
She'll back it out near the timeline. Something that we saw Bryan do in the second quarter. Spread the floor.
Minor to the hoop.
Runner up and
So draw the foul.
Fouls on Schrader.
That'll be number 3 on Micah. First one's good.
It rolls no good. Kearns with the board. Schrader with the ball. Across the line to Kate.
And that'll be another jump ball.
Addie's getting
And
really
Addie is
frustrated.
getting really frustrated.
Yes, she is.
She's saying that she's being fouled.
And Coach Fries is too. Gipple out of the game and Sanders back.
And she's going to be fouled. The squeaky wheel gets the grease sometimes.
It is true. It is true.
So Addison Bergman at 996 career points at the line. 1:14 left to go in the third quarter.
Deitch, one of the bangers off the bench for Bryan, picks up the foul.
Misses the first one. Got that one. That's 997. And I think that's the first point scored by the Aces in the second quarter, right, Jim?
In the second half.
In the second half, excuse me, yes.
Yep. Minor drives, goes to the hoop, lays it up, no good. And it's off number 21.
Into Schrader, 49 seconds.
Get across, defenders.
Into a double team. And a jump ball.
Oh,
And that'll go to Bryan.
I can imagine. Here comes
And
Kennedy Lamberson.
Coach Freese's cheeks are turning a deep red.
McKenna Groove is on the floor, too.
Half a minute to go in the third quarter.
Miller to Lamberson. Addie blocked it.
And that'll go to the Aces. Bergman's going to go down and get in position, see if they can hurl it down the floor.
Poor Coach Grosjean. He's saying his girl's getting fouled every time, and we just had a foul on number 22. Minor ran into Sanders.
So that'll be Bergman's first. Or no, that's not. That's the other team. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it was Minor.
Yeah. There we go. That's her first.
Yeah.
And team foul number 3 for Bryan. Knocked away on the inbounds.
That's number 4 on Schrader.
Michael Schrader, and that could really be. She'll have to sit down, and
I'd pull her out right now.
yeah, their primary ball handler. And it's good. And that'll be Gipple in for Schrader. 35-14, a 21-point lead now. That one's good. Makes it a 22-point advantage.
Minor out of the game.
12.7 seconds left in quarter number 3.
Oh, we got full pressure now. 12 seconds. You want to get the ball and not have it go across the 10-second line.
Sanders motoring down the floor. Bounce pass. Bergman, hey, at the buzzer. 999, Jim.
Coach Grosjean's disgusted look on his face.
So, end of the third quarter, it's the Bears on top of the Aces by 20, 36-16.
Yeah, he didn't want that one to happen.
Nope. So we'll catch our breaths here and say a big thank you to the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, our basketball broadcast underwriters for this season. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford here in Hicksville, Ohio. If you're in the market for a car, whether it's one that's brand new or pre-owned, car, truck, van, SUV, you owe it to yourself to stop by, check out the great selection they have on the lots at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships, or you can check out the complete dealer inventory online anytime. JimSchmidtAuto.com. Terrific service before, during, and after the sale. That's what it's all about. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at JimSchmidtAuto.com. Underwriting our basketball coverage for the 2017-18 season here on HIX-TV.
So we're going into the fourth quarter. 36-16, Aces down 20. Bryan with the ball. Allie Minor across the line. Looks blocked. Holy smokes. Is that a tremendous block? Gipple chased down. Alexis Kern. And she is fouled by Lamberson. Kennedy Lamberson.
Team foul number 4, and that's Lamberson's second.
Goes the lob over the top. No, guess not.
Addison tried to feed it to Sanders and went off her hands and out of bounds.
Yep.
It's kind of been the story of the night, Jim.
Yes, it has. It's not been enjoyable for the fans or for Coach Freeze. Allie Miner in the lane, puts up the runner.
Up the glass. Good looking shot.
I would like to see Bryan and Archibald play.
Yeah. Tried to get it into Addison Bergman and a jump ball.
Got it to her, but
yep.
Somebody clamped onto it besides her.
Possession arrow.
Schrader back in the game.
Favors the Aces. Fade away, nope. Katie Bergman.
Nope. Sanders.
She managed to throw it off one of the Bryan defenders before she fell out of bounds. Great job.
Schrader from the corner. Too long.
Bergman. Good. There we go, 1,001. And everything that she has been holding in for this entire game is coming out right now, Jim.
It sure is. She's crying her eyes
Oh, my
out.
gosh. What a happy young lady, and she's so proud. And I know that a lot of that is pride in her teammates.
Yeah, yep. Is crying her eyes out.
And here come the Golden Bears in a great show of sportsmanship.
Yeah, the whole bunch.
As you can see, people in the crowd with little Addison Bergman pictures they're holding up. And there's her moment in the spotlight. And well deserved.
The announcer better finds his paper.
Addison Bergman becomes the 4th Lady Ace to reach the milestone of 1,000 career points.
Now she's the 4th Lady Ace to get 1,000 points. First one was Melissa Jones in 1989. And after that it was Melissa Headley. And last year Chelsea Yoder.
Taylor.
This year, or Chelsea Taylor.
Yep.
Sorry. And this year it's Addie Bergman. A more deserving person right now there can't be.
Like I say, just a terrific young lady. Not only a great athlete.
A heck of a student.
4.0 student. Great singer. You've seen her in several of the musicals that the high school has put on. And there's going to be a celebration after the game, too, where we'll stick around
very
for.
emotional girl
Yeah.
at this time.
I'm surprised that she doesn't. She's going to stay on the floor.
Yep. 38-18. So we are down to 6:45 and left in the game.
Yeah, maybe the Aces will calm down a little bit now, too.
Could be. Miller with the ball inside to shot put up by number 42 is Grube.
Back to a 20-point advantage.
Her second bucket. Alexis Kearns lays it up, and it's no good. And the rebound comes off to Katie Bergman, and the shot
Schrader,
put up
boom.
by Schrader gives her 7.
40-20 now.
Miller gives to Kennedy Bergman. Baseline, Miner, shot no good, knocked away. Miner picks up the loose ball. Miller out front. Grube with the ball. Coming back. Miner. Lamberson with it. Trying to move inside. Miller drives baseline. Miller is fouled by Kearns.
That'll be Alexis's third, I believe. Yep. Team foul number 5 on the Aces.
Backside. Grube shot up, no good. Lamberson with the rebound. Coming across, Minor with the ball. Back over the other side. Krupp. Shot put up, and the runner is good.
Oh. Number 22
Minor.
comes flying out of nowhere and slaps the ball out of bounds on the inbounds attempt. So we'll reset. Schrader.
Pressures.
Schrader playing with 4 fouls.
Pressure's relaxing a little bit. Schrader. Get it up to Sanders. Back to Schrader's. Inside to Addy. Jumper. No good. Kearns. Knocked it away, and there's Minor down to Krupp. No good. Sanders with the rebound. So Kearns. What is she doing?
Trying to hit Bergman running up on the sideline and throwing it to the...
Yeah. Minor from the outside. Sanders with another rebound.
Need to remember that these Bryan girls are lightning fast coming up the side of the court.
Oh, another bad pass. They got to quit thinking about that.
And some of the younger players are going to get an opportunity to play here.
Yeah, Sydney Lamberson back into the game.
And coming in for Schrader, and number 20, Phillips, I believe. Yeah.
Kennedy Phillips.
Save Micah Schrader for the stretch run, if needed.
20. Krupp over to Lamberson. Grube. Lamberson.
They're not sitting on it offensively. They're attacking.
Sydney Lamberson with the ball.
4 minutes in
Over to the other side. Grube. Sydney Lamberson. Looking back. Puts up a shot. It's no good. Kearns with the rebound. Ooh, stolen by Minor.
You just can't
Lays
make,
it in.
you can't make those lackadaisical passes going
You're
up
right.
the floor.
You're right.
Makes it 44-20. And Sanders loses it again.
Sydney Lamberson, and she is fouled.
That might be number 4 on Kearns. Yep. So Lexi Kearns most likely coming out after this free throw. That was team foul number 6 on the Aces, by the way. So after this, Bryan will be shooting 1-1. That one's good. Sanders, or Gipple in rather, for Kearns. Klima in for the Lady Aces as well.
In and out, no good. Rebound. Number 23.
47-20.
Dubois.
That's off Gipple's hands and out of bounds again.
Number 21, Deitch into the game for Grube. Arnold. Sydney Lamberson.
After a made free throw, Hicksville turns it over. We go the other way. Bryan with the basketball. Sydney Lamberson dribbles off on the left point. On the wing it goes to Arnold. Arnold will drive. Now stop.
Arnold spin, come back.
They're going to just take their time
Out
here.
on top. Dubois drives to it, gets it blocked.
That'll be number 7, so it'll be into the bonus for the Golden Bears.
Addie picks up the second personal. We got Klima on the floor, along with Gipple, Sanders, and Phillips with Addie.
Gets the second one.
Comes Nuttall. Klima to Gipple. Gipple tries to drive on her. Phillips from 15. It's no good.
Go out of bounds. 2:37 left in the contest.
It's time to get Addie off the floor.
Yep.
Something could happen. It's bad.
They're going to bring in Figgins.
Figgins
And
into the
essentially,
game.
you got the JV squad
Right.
for Bryan. There's no two ways about it. I mean, this is a good old-fashioned whooping here, Jim. And Coach Freese is going to protect his varsity players
Sure.
and just raise the white flag and let his younger players get some varsity experience here.
Yep.
You're not coming back from a 28-point deficit with 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, that's true. Not going to happen. Phillips with the rebound. Gets it down floor to Gipple. Gipple inside to Klima. Runs it back out to Phillips. Down to Klima.
She saves it.
Oh, nice.
Oh. And that
1:59 remaining.
is out of bounds off of Bryan.
Phillips tries to get into Klima. Taken away by Deach. Into the game comes Sydney Lamberson. Dubois.
Saved on the
Oh,
baseline.
it's on
She
the
stepped on it.
baseline, yep. Minute and 27 remaining. Number 5 out of the game.
Because it's looking pretty much like the JV game here for the last minute and a half. Oh, stolen away.
There's Sydney Lamberson with the lay-in.
Up and good.
Sydney has 6 points.
Good, and count it. Send Noel Nuttall to the line.
To the line.
Makes it in 28-point game, 50-22. Story coming in for the Lady Aces. Gipple will come out. And that means, yeah, we've got entirely a JV squad for the Aces on the floor here for the last minute of this contest.
Short.
And
Off the rim. Oh, Bryan with the ball.
50 seconds and roll.
There's still has Arnold out there as a starter.
Arnold with it. Up top. Free ball. It's airborne off the mark.
Shot no good.
Story with the board.
Goes to Phillips. Oh, down low to Klima.
Oh, there you go.
I can't get him any easier than that. That makes up for all those that Addie didn't get.
50-24 now.
50-24 Bryan with about 15 seconds to go.
And
Yeah,
they
they're
may
just
just
gonna
dribble
hold
this
it.
one out. Well, they're going to go in.
Lamberson gives it up. Back to Lamberson. She's going to hold it.
Going to hold the ball.
Coach.
Might as well. That's it. Ouch.
And that is the end of this thumping.
Yes, indeed. Like I said, a good old-fashioned whooping here at the Red Zone tonight as the Lady Golden Bears from Bryan come in and spank the Lady Aces 50-24, a 26-point victory. The highlight of the night, of course, though, Addison Bergman getting her 1,000th and 1,001 point, which puts her just behind Chelsea Taylor. Chelsea had 1,002 when she wrapped up her career. And again, you'd wish for Addison's sake that there would be a better basketball game to celebrate that achievement afterwards. But nonetheless, she's number 4 in the 1,000-point club for girls basketball here at Hicksville. And the Lady Aces are going to take one on the chin. And boy, Josh Freese is going to have a lot to talk about with his girls as they get ready. I think they've got a road game next week before the Route 49 tournament, which is going to be here at the Red Zone.
I think they go to strike.
Yeah, I think that's, yeah. And then, like I said, then they'll be here Thursday and Friday before the Christmas holiday weekend, the Route 49 Classic. We'll get you the scores, and we'll stick around, too, because we've heard that there's going to be a kind of a celebration or a ceremony here for Addie Bergman after the game. But while we're waiting and watching her get congratulations, so that's her mom that's giving her the hug right there, and her sisters. Jim,
Okay.
it's going to be painful, I know, but
Yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it.
Yep.
For the scoring wise for Hicksville, Nuttall had 2. Micah Schrader had 7. Samantha Klima, 2. Alexis Kearns, 3 free throws. Addie Bergman, 10 points on the night, 4 buckets, 2 free throws for a total of 24 for Bryan. Sydney Lamberson had 6, as did Kelly Miller. 4 each for Bailey Krupp and McKenna Grube. 3 for Allie Dubois. And Kennedy Lamberson ended up with 13, and Allie Meyer had 14 to lead them in scoring. So their total of 50. It was not a pretty sight.
no, it was a long night for the Aces fans, and you can tell just how popular and how well thought of Addison Bergman is, because I'm not sure if the crowd would be this big
No.
if it had not been at
No.
this point with the game that they played tonight, if it had not been for Addie racking up her 1,000th points.
Yes.
And so we're kind of standing by. We have been told that got some special people that are going to be here to help recognize Addison's achievement.
Jeff Hott's holding the ball out there.
So they're going to break their team huddle. And they're going to get out the poster. They had somebody snapping a photograph
No.
of her making that shot, and
Has the red.
they quickly printed it off here.
I got a kid.
So they're going to so there's the 1,000-point banner, and there's the ball. There's Addison and her teammates. We're going to get some pictures taken. And then you can also see, looking out here, Jim, Chelsea Taylor is here. And a couple of I think all 3 of the other 1,000-point scorers are here tonight as well. And there's Chelsea Taylor giving Addie a hug. Some of her other teammates from last year's team.
Everybody sharing in it.
Yep. So, said pretty neat that you've got all 4 members of the 1,000-point club right there. There's Chelsea, and And Addie with their 1,000-point basketballs, of course.
Yeah, because Chelsea didn't have that one.
Because if you remember, she received that injury, and she actually it was an away game where she got her 1,000th point at Wayne Trace, and then she got injured, and then they they worked thing, and she came out onto the floor in the last home game on senior night, and scored her final bucket, 1,002 points, because she wanted to score her last point here on this floor. And there you have it. There's the 1,000-point club. All four standing right there. You'll see that on the front page of a couple of newspapers tomorrow.
They're all holding their basketballs.
Yep. And one of I guess they each have a couple. There's a couple of each of those balls. One of them is going to be here in the score case, in the trophy case.
Yep.
And then the gals, of course, get one
right
for themselves as well. So just a terrific thing and a remarkable achievement. And, again, our hats off to Addison Bergman, the latest member of the 1,000-point club here at Hicksville with 1,001 points. And, boy, it's early in the season.
More to come.
Yeah, I say I don't know what the totals are for the other three, so I'm not sure.
1,200 and something is what Melissa has. She's the number one. She was the first one. Melissa Jones.
Yeah, like I said, we don't have one of the program books here with us to be able to look up. And actually, I think Coach Freese was saying that he thought that the numbers were not correct anyway. So we winter sports program.
The one for Chelsea isn't even in.
Yeah, because she had 1,002 to finish out her career, and I know it's right near the front of the book.
Yeah,
we're looking it up real quickly here.
Melissa Jones had 1,289. Melissa Headley had 1,036 before she got injured.
Mm-hmm.
She got injured at Lincoln View that night, and then.
Chelsea Taylor with 1,002.
She had 1,002.
And right now, so Addison with 1,001 is number 4 on the list.
Yeah.
But she could easily wind up in the number 2 spot. I don't know if she's going to be able to rack up 200-plus points.
Well,
but you never know.
You never know. That's right. She's got a lot of games left.
Yes, indeed. And like I said, we'll, again, congratulate Addison and the other 3 members of the 1,000-point club and Coach Josh Freese, an accomplishment to say that you've had 2,000-point scorers in 2 years. Of course, he said it may be a while before we see another one on the girls' team here at Hicksville, but we'll see how that goes. But a tough night for the Lady Aces overall as they take a hard loss to the Bears, 50-24. But again, a special night for Aces fans with 1,000-point celebration going on for senior Addison Bergman. So with that, we're off. We're going to see if we're trying to work things out to be able to bring you the freshman basketball game coming up next week on Monday. We'll see how that goes. If not, for sure, we will be here for both nights of the Route 49 Classic before we head into the holiday weekend. And then Jim and I will be going on sports hiatus till 2018. So, but we still have some basketball left before we get to that point. And with that, I'm ready to close it down. I want to say thank you once again to Jim Schmidt, Family of Automotive Dealerships, underwriting our basketball broadcast coverage. And take us out of the red zone here tonight one more time. Here's Jim Seiler.
Get you out of the red zone, all right. you want to get out of here. Now, again, it was 50-24. We don't really want to remember it too much, but we you have to survive them, and you keep on playing. And she'll have better nights, that's for sure. So this is Jim Seiler along with Bill Murphy saying good night, good sports.